Good morning, Coasty Explorers here, and my son and I are on a father-son trip into the mainland to Guangzhou. We're going to be heading on the bullet train, the high-speed train. It takes 48 minutes straight up to Guangzhou. We're going to do some skiing in 28-degree weather, and then we're going to try and catch the boat back to Hong Kong. Let's go. First of all, you head through using your passport, and then that will take you through the first security check here. Then you'll head to the elevator, which will take you down towards departures. Next, you'll go through Hong Kong immigration and also Hong Kong customs before hitting Hong Kong duty free. After that, you'll cross the line and enter China. It's at this point where you'll need to fill in an arrival card as a foreigner and then line up for immigration inspection. After having your photo taken and fingerprints, you'll head through mainland customs and into the actual terminal. Now, as it's our first trip into China as father and son, we are going to go business class today, and you can use the lounge here, which is just above the concourse. Very basic lounge, just teas and coffees, but still, it's nice to get away from the crowds to start the journey up to Guangzhou. I booked our tickets through China Ticket Online. My ticket was $70 US dollars and my son's was $58. That's for business class, which is the highest class, so we should have some good seats. We'll check them out in a moment. Very easy booking online. If you want the cheapest way to get from Hong Kong to China, then you can just catch the MTR, the underground service, the subway, all the way up to border and just walk over the bridge into China. So that's the quickest way. The good thing about this is that there's no actual physical ticket. You literally put your passport through into the machine and you go through. Very easy. As well as catching trains to the Greater Bay Area of Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Dongguan, you can also catch the train to Beijing and Shanghai from here. So if you don't like flying and just want to take it a little bit more easy, then catch the bullet train up to the north and the east. Just 20 minutes before departure, you'll need to head to your departure gate. It's very clear on the boards which one you have to go to. Using your passport as a ticket, you'll head through and then down the escalator to the platform. For us in coach 1, that was the rear of the train, so towards the left as you come off the escalator. Now, I must say, I'm very impressed already with the cabin. It just seems to be like 5 seats in this business class area, sort of shut off from the rest of the train. Just about to get going now. I have a confession to make. I am a secret rail enthusiast. My dad brought me up as a train spotter. Used to love writing down the numbers of the trains when I was younger. Class 47s, class 86s and 87s. We're really excited to be on the bullet train today, aren't we, son? We went last year from Tokyo all the way down to Fukuoka via Kyoto on the bullet train, but this is our first time on the Chinese trains. So let's go. We're just about to leave Kowloon West. There you go, within seconds we're in the tunnel. It's going to take about 14 minutes to get to Shenzhen, just over in the mainland, going about 200 kilometers an hour, and then should speed up to about 300 kilometers an hour for the final bit to get to Guangzhou. 48 minutes in total. See if we arrive there on time. Great journey so far. This line actually opened in 2018. So from here to get to Guangzhou is very, very easy. Definitely the quickest way to get there. We are over the border now and steaming towards Guangzhou. It's been a very busy route, Hong Kong to Guangzhou, for well over 200 years now. Guangzhou has been a trading port for 1500 years, always a busy port. And when Hong Kong started to become a city in the mid 19th century, really, trade between the two places and just general travel from people, local people traveling between the two, became more and more frequent. So back in the day, it would have been a steamship that would have taken you up the Pearl River Delta to Guangzhou. Then in 1910, the Kowloon to Canton Railway opened. So that really enabled people to get between the two cities in a really quick way. And then this one, 2018, the fast train. And now you can do the distance of 130 kilometers between the two cities in just 48 minutes. Crazy. And now, just below Guangdong, we've slowed down to 30 kilometers an hour. Now reminds me of British Rail on a bank holiday Monday. So we're definitely not going to make it on time. But, oh, there we go. Seem to be speeding up, so let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for this late arrival into Guangzhou. Well, it's only actually 12 minutes late, considering we were doing about 30 kilometers an hour for 10 minutes. That's not too bad. So we're here in Guangzhou. Today, we're going to try and head up to the ski center in North Guangzhou to do a bit of indoor skiing, first time for my son. Let's see if we can make it. Okay, so we've been staying here at the White Swan Hotel on Shamian Island in Guangzhou, and now we're going to head back to Hong Kong, and we're going to try and do it via the ferry from Nansha Port. But first of all, we've got to get there, so we're going to get a taxi to Wanshanghai Station, and then we're going to catch the number 4 train all the way down. Let's go. Okay, 谢谢。So, as I said, we're on the number 4 line all the way to Nansha Port. First thing is we need to get a ticket. Everything's in English, and you can pay through your Alipay or WeChat app. You'll receive a token for the journey, which you tap on the way in and then put it into the machine when you leave. Always make sure you're on the right side of the platform. Of course, we want to be heading towards Nansha Passenger Port. Well, we were probably on the train for well over an hour. Not the quickest way to get back to Hong Kong for sure, but it was fairly cheap, only about $2 each to get down here to Nansha. We haven't bought a ticket, and the boat leaves in less than an hour, so let's hope when we get to the ferry port we can get on a boat. So when you get off, looks like you've got to walk towards E or G for the passenger ferry down this very long, extremely long, indoor tunnel. So we managed to get tickets to Hong Kong, 180 RMB, which is about 23 US dollars. There's not much going on here at Nansha Port. In fact, there's not even like a 7-Eleven or anything to buy drinks. So if you are choosing this route, make sure you got some snacks in your bag. And about 15 minutes before departure, you'll queue up, head through. First of all, you'll head through security and then Chinese mainland immigration. And then that takes you straight through to the boat to Hong Kong. Unbeknownst to me, but my son had figured it out. You do get assigned seating on this boat, and we were down the front next to the window on the starboard side, which was lovely. Not too much to see along the way. You can see Shenzhen Airport, a few islands, a big bridge, and then before too long you're actually coming into the north of Hong Kong and past Lantau Island before finally arriving in the finest harbour in the world, Hong Kong Harbour itself. Leaving the boat and checking through customs and immigration was very, very quick indeed, and it drops you at China Ferry Terminal in TST. And there we go, about 4.5 hours from hotel in Guangzhou to here, the ferry terminal in TST in Hong Kong. Would I take the ferry again? Probably not. It was quite a long way to get out to the port, and then it's 1 hour 20 minutes to get here, but it does bring you into the heart of the Kowloon Peninsula. There are also plenty of buses that you can take from all over Hong Kong direct to Guangzhou, direct to the ski centre. So check out buses and coaches that take you all the way to Guangzhou as well. Hope you've enjoyed learning about how to get to Hong Kong, Guangzhou on the bullet train, and also taking the boat back here as well. Just remains for us to get a taxi now back home, so we'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Coasty Explores. Bye for now.